we're joining Wade Middleton in central Kansas for the opening day of muzzleloader season.
You know, here in Kansas, when you talk to a lot of people that hunt up here, you know, everybody starts, they're big, they're big, they're big. Big up here can be put two different ways. It can be talking about their body size, and it can be talking about their antlers, because they grow both of them big in this part of the world. Just like anywhere, good habitat, good groceries, good genetics, and age are all some of those major components to growing a big whitetail. You know, here where we're at in Kansas, there's lots of milo fields. We're seeing lots of soybeans, lots of corn. There's just lots of farming that goes on in this area. And you put a lot of that together with a well-managed herd like the state of Kansas has with their limited tag that are available for people to come hunt. And you got a recipe still to this day to find deer that'll just absolutely leave you mind blown.
Before Wade heads out to the field, he spent some time on the range getting his Thompson Center muzzleloader ready for the hunt.
Muzzleloaders are not something to have to break the bank. This Thompson Center Impact muzzleloader, it's one that we started using last year. It's an updated model to a proven platform. I basically have mine set up just like it would come from the factory. There hasn't been anything major changing on mine. I added a Cabela's muzzleloader scope specifically set up for muzzleloaders. Got everything set in, dialed in to where I can hunt with it, feel very accurate out to 150 yards. You could obviously shoot it farther. I understand all of the dynamics of my personal muzzleloader at that setup, and I like everything about it. You've got a multitude of options as well when you get ready to pick the Impact, if that's the one that you settle on to be able to use, from, you know, different barrel looks and styles, and, you know, camo. You can get a black one, you can get the stainless one, which is the one that I'm shooting that I like personally. So lots of options there. And then when you look further into the Thompson Center line of products, you've got the bullets, you've got all the cleaning supplies, you've got everything to basically build your kit. You can't just grab it and run out and think you're gonna get maximized performance. You do have to clean it, you do have to prep it, you do have to understand all the nuances. You do need to spend some time matching the right bullets, matching the right powder mix for your particular hunting opportunities and shot distances that you're gonna look at. All these muzzleloaders that are on the market today will perform a little different with certain bullets, and I always encourage people to try different bullets, to try different loads, and find the one that fits exactly for the one that they're shooting. And hey, at the end of the day, it gives you more reasons to go shoot and spend time on the range, which we all like.
If you'd like to learn more about Thompson Center muzzleloaders, visit their website at tcarms.com.
It's been probably 13, 14 years since I've had an opportunity to get up and hunt this part of the world. This is actually opening morning for Kansas muzzleloader. You know, when it's this hot, we've seen it time and time again in our travels that, you know, you're busting deer out a lot of times when you go into some of the stands and the hunting areas, and that'll change their pattern. If you can leave them alone, let them, you know, do what they want to do and come back in here in the night. And there could be deer bedded all through this area. It's lots of agriculture, lots of soybeans and milo fields. There's actually a food plot behind us that we're kind of hoping that the deer are going to work to, and we're not actually set up facing that food plot because we feel like those bigger mature deer are going to be the last ones to come in. So we're going to try to get them before they get there into the feeding area right there where they're at. And hopefully that strategy will be sound and good for us. You know, we've done like we like to do a lot of times, which is just kind of improvise a ground blind, cut some cedar, deadfalls, hunting next to water. I love to hunt by water because I like to fish too. And so we just got really kind of a cool backdrop. Hopefully we'll get fortunate and see some good deer tonight.
Now, as the day progressed, Wade hasn't seen much movement from the deer. With the hours passing by and only 30 minutes of legal shooting time left, the deer activity has suddenly exploded, and Wade finally has his sights set on an impressively sized 9-pointer.
That's our deer. He's done. Give me a second. That was intense. I mean, I don't know where all these deer came from. I mean, it was just like a flood of deer showed up. They were just everywhere at the last minute. Golly. I mean, they just came from everywhere, all over the place. Deer here, deer there, deer just at every angle. They came at that pond, they came across here, they came here. I mean, I shot that deer like 35 yards. I mean, he came crashing through all that brush. Wow, that was pretty intense right there. Kansas muzzleloader. First night, big deer down. Let's go look at him. I'm kind of shook up a little bit right here. Don't even know what to say. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. What a deer. I mean, at late evening, you know, as you would expect, these deer get up, come out of these bottoms here and start coming across. And, you know, this entire flat right here just came alive with deer coming out of it. And we don't even know how many bucks we saw here at the last few minutes. Look at the tines on that. He just came out, and 2 or 3 others. There was an 8-point down here at the water getting a drink, and the 2, I mean, they were like literally running over us there at the end. And you know, the footage isn't gonna do it justice because there were so many of them and we couldn't move. But as this guy here started coming up, there's 2 of them. I just haven't been happy with either one of them. And they got down there on that pond and they started mixing around. One was taller than this one here, and I could see this extra tine right here, and I actually thought the tine was right here on his main beam. And he got between me and Jeff to where Jeff had no shot. He had to make a move behind us to get into position. I mean, he's just staring under that tree. The doe's the other buck that came up there, he picked us off. And then this went down. Golly. And I mean, that TC impact put him on the ground right there in his tracks.
The vision of that big 9-point under that tree, just broadside staring at me, I don't think there's any way I can ever forget that sight. I mean, it is just a phenomenal sight. And then you pull the trigger and all the smoke from the muzzleloader just envelops you and goes all around you. And you think, man, at that moment, how cool it was to draw a tag in Kansas and have this experience and see all this go down, and just a phenomenal hunt.
Congratulations, Wade, on your successful Kansas muzzleloader hunt.